Hey friends, it's me Devin again, and I've got a great little tip for you today. Today we're gonna make some black beans and rice, which is a super great way to save a bunch of money. This is a very affordable meal. It's very nutritious, it's filling, and yeah, you don't need very many ingredients to make it. Hold on and I'll show you my ingredients. So this is what you're going to need. You're going to need an onion. This is just one small red onion cut up into a rough dice, one green bell pepper cut up into a rough dice. You're going to need 1 cup of rice. You're going to need about a tablespoon of garlic minced, or however much you like. You need some oil for cooking. You're going to need some sort of hot sauce. You could also use jalapeno or a different type of chili pepper if you have one of those fresh. You're going to need a can of black beans. And then, of course, you're going to need 2 pans. You're going to need a saucepan for the rice, and you're going to need something that's like a little bit deeper. This is a deep frying pan. I would not recommend using cast iron for this recipe. Don't forget your lid. Need a lid for your rice. So you're going to need to start off by washing your rice. Just pour some water on it, swish it around, and then drain the water off. You're going to want to do this multiple times until the water runs clear, or as close to clear as you're willing to, be patient for. Try to get as much of that extra water off because it's hard to calculate for that amount of water when you're measuring. You're going to need 2 cups of water though. Then you'll add that into the pan and you're going to bring it to a boil. Don't forget to add a generous amount of salt to your water. Then you're going to want to heat up another pan, put some oil in there. Don't forget that cumin I reminded you about. And then you're going to start sauteing your vegetables. You can put both of them in at the same time and then just stir them to get them all covered in the oil and let them saute. Add some salt and pepper. You'll want to stir this occasionally while this sautés to keep it from sticking and so it evenly cooks. Then when your water's to a boil, give it a little stir and put that lid on top of your rice and turn that heat down to low. Set your timer for about 15 minutes. Just let the rice cook. Don't stir it again. When the onions have become translucent, you can start adding the other ingredients. I put in the garlic next. Give it a good stir. You want to make sure everything's well incorporated as it's cooking in the cooking process. Don't forget that cumin. It's really important. And you're going to need a teaspoon of that. And then you're going to add your black beans in there. And your hot sauce. I like this one. El Yucatex is one of my favorite brands. And this one's black. And then you need a 1/4 cup of water. While that cooks, you're going to want to fry up some eggs to put on top. And then at a certain point, the beans are going to start to break down and it's going to look like this consistency. If it gets too dry, add a little more water. And then you plate it. Ta-da! How delicious.